Hello to all the participants of MMM India. I'd like to tell you about the aims of the system MMM, about the concept of building the system, about the goals we have and how we are going to achieve them. First of all, for your information, we never lived past the slave society. Like thousands of years ago, nothing since then has substantially changed. It's just economic ties now. That's the whole difference. And rest everything is the same. Almost everything. There are slaves and there are owners. The owners are the ones who print money. Surprised? Next. What is money? Oh, nothing. Void. Just candy wrappers, which are colorful, beautiful and decorated with all sorts of watermarks, emblems and pictures. Mostly the portraits of great men, which naturally gives more weight. Money by itself has no value. The owners print it in any quantity and at its discretion. 80% of the existing money in the world today has no value on its own. This is just virtual money, void. These owners of these wrappers then distribute this to the slaves as payment for work, and then give a fatherly lecture with a very serious and significant view that money making should be honest. And the slaves heed very obediently, brainwashed from the cradle by all sorts of books, pamphlets, films, media, generally by most of the giant, streamlined and ruthlessly efficient global financial machine. And why not? After all, the other way, slaves do not know and they don't believe that the world can be different. But of course it can. What is a financial pyramid? Why are the pyramids forbidden everywhere in all states? Even in the most loyal, free and democratic countries? Why are they being fought so mercilessly, persistently and consistently? Gambling, drugs in some countries are allowed, but the pyramids are prohibited everywhere. Everywhere. Why is it so? Isn't it something downright mysterious and mystical? Has anyone thought about it? Well, why not? Because the owners keep saying that pyramids affect in a bad way? Nonsense. Are these owners really interested in people? No, they just believe that for them people are just a multi-billion human herd. People are just wordless and submissive slaves. Will the people really be affected in a bad way or not? But who cares at all? In general, why should they be affected in a bad way? Should they? Just another myth. One of very many series of make honest money. They say that the people in a pyramid must suffer and the pyramid itself crashes. And when does it crash? When the whole world is a part of it? Well, so long as you have at least one friend who is not a part of it, you sleep in peace. This is not true. It will not crash. It will be even more stable. If all the world will be a part of MMM, then any person who gets help from the MMM and then buys house from this money, and the person who sold this house, where do you think he will keep the money under his pillow? When MMM can pay up to 30% per month? You're right. He will invest the money back into MMM. The money comes back into the mondial money box. System is a circle. And why then we need the material money? We can just exchange virtual Mavro all around the world. Why do we need this middleman? Please visit the tab Need to Know on our website and you will see the video about the project Venus of Mr. Jack Fresco. Please have a look, it's very interesting. So you will see what kind of society we should build. The society which is resource oriented, which is not based on money, on materialistic values. The society where everything will be free. Returning to the question, why then are pyramids forbidden everywhere in all states? Why such hatred and fierce opposition? Do you want me to share to you most important and terrible secret? But hush, don't breathe a word to anyone. Deal? Okay, well then listen. Because pyramid makes money. Yes, yes, that's right. Money. Out of nothing. Out of thin air. Just exactly how out of nothing, out of the air, can owners make money. Also with the help of the pyramids. Dollar is a pyramid, which is no coincidence. There exists no other mechanism of making money. Not at all. Only the financial pyramids. Don't you believe me? Then name me one world currency which is not a pyramid. At least one. Euro, pound, yuan, maybe the Swiss franc, could it be? What? They are the same pyramids. Even worse, because it is based on a dollar. Like a pyramid on a pyramid. You didn't know? It was before then the reserves of countries were in gold. Then golden currency. Now, almost all the currencies of countries are based on dollar. The dollar needle. Did you hear about this? By the way, it will be also interesting for you to see on our website in Need to Know tab there are 3 documentary movies Pyramid of Deaths. Very many interesting facts you will know about dollar financial pyramid and about the financial slavery we are in now. All the pyramids in the world make money, and the right to do this is only for the owners. It is the sacred and indisputable monopoly of the owners. The monopoly to make money makes them owners. And here is MMM, where money is made by slaves. As a result, everything collapses. Immediately, this breaks all that sticky web of lies and hypocrisy, which had thoughtfully, carefully and constantly entangled a person every minute, every second from the moment of his birth until his death. Veil falls. Rate disperses. The man suddenly discovers that the financial cell is wide open. He is free. At first, he was just amazed and did not believe himself. But he starts getting money just for nothing. For nothing? And he no longer needs to sit in a cage? This cannot happen, in principle. It is impossible. He was told all his life, it's impossible. That you need to work. Honest work and sweat. For whom? For those who were telling him. And they themselves, do they work hard? All these owners of life? And now, suddenly, it turns out that you don't have to work? That it's not even necessary to work so much? How so? Then he begins to think. So, it means that money is not the measure of labor? If money can simply be dispersed and given to your liking, and the world is not falling apart, and what is money then? If it's not a measure of labor, surely this is just a piece of paper? Indeed, candy wrappers? Then he looks around and sees a number of people still dull and monotonous, without raising their head, working in the neighboring cells for these papers, for these worthless candy wrappers. People who were yesterday his former friends, family, and now they are separated by a wall of partition. They are still slaves, and he is not. He tasted the forbidden fruit, freedom. He learned what it is, feel free, feel like a man. And this feeling he will never forget. In other words, the pyramid, including MMM, makes people human beings. They make them free. They create freedom. They generate it, bear it. For people, for usual, ordinary, simple people. And how people use this freedom, this is another matter. I've been working at a nuclear station for many years. Atom might be peaceful, formative, and atom might be warlike, destructive. It all depends in whose hands it is at the moment. If it's in good hands, it's formative. If in evil hands, it's dangerous and dangerous for all mankind. The same is with the financial pyramids, whose hands they are in. This is the prime cause. And that's why the owners are so scared and hate the financial pyramid. That's the whole point. 18 months ago, I was also the same slave. For more than 10 years, I worked from early morning till late at night, principal engineer at the Kursk nuclear power station, combining the same basic work with the duties of the deputy chairman of the Economic Commission and City Council. And today, I am changing the world. My goal is to free people from financial bondage around the world, through the system created by Sergei Mavrodi. I am not alone. We are more than 35 million, and later it will be the whole world. Many of you must have heard about the Cold War that lasted for decades between the USA and USSR. India has always been a strategic partner of the Soviet Union and Russia. Today, no one will fight with us having nuclear powers and atomic bombs. It's long time now that wars are economic wars. By imposing capitalist, materialistic values based on money, on leasing policy divide and rule, and using the global banking system, a few bankers have enslaved the whole world by building the dollar financial pyramid.